My husband and I took each other's last names when we got married. Let me explain. Recently posted a TikTok talking about how my husband and I hyphenated our last names when we got married. Instead of doing the traditional girl takes the man's last name thing, it caused quite the debate in the comments. The main question that I've been seeing everyone ask is, what last name will our kids have when we decide to have kids? And honestly, I think our kids will just have 4 names. Asa, my husband, actually had 4 names growing up. He had 2 middle names. Also, all of my best friends growing up had 4 names and there was never any issues with it. I think we've decided all of our kids will just have the hyphenated last name like we do. For context, our last name is McKnight-Howard. We love it. Another one of the top comments was, how did we decide whose last name would go first? We didn't really choose based off of anything other than sound. We just went around saying both Howard McKnight or McKnight Howard and had all of our friends and family vote, and whichever one they thought sounded the best is what we chose, which was ultimately McKnight Howard. I saw someone in the comments say they thought Howard McKnight sounded better, but guys, it's just simply too late for that. I get asked pretty frequently like why we decided to do this. I did not want to give up my identity with my name, and he didn't want to give up his identity of his name. If neither one of us wanted to give up our last names, which is totally valid and fair, we just decided to take each other's. It felt like the most equal and fair thing. I do feel a little bit like taking the man's last name is a bit outdated anyway. It was a good way to modernize it while still being fair. Other one that I saw was like, well, what happens when your kids get married? What do they do? That is up to them. I don't care. They can get rid of one last name, they can get rid of both last names. It is up to them. At that point, they're adults and they can make their own decisions. I would hope that the family name would carry on, but that is completely up to them. That's a faraway problem. I know there are lots of different cultures who also do different things with last names. So I'd be really curious to hear in the comments like what it is y'all do. I'm here to give you his testament. How do you feel about it, babe?
I think it's the perfect solution. I love having your name.
We love it. Let this be your sign that you can honestly do whatever the crap you want to do when you get married. Sure, people might have opinions about it, but you are welcome to do whatever you think is best. And I love my name, Bailey Marnay McKnight Howard.